Okay, NDR attempt, a World of Illusion as Donald Duck.
What is going on, guys? Bear with us. Please, don't click away. I know I'm playing on a CRT. It looks fucking terrible, doesn't it? But the music sounds nice. The graphics look sharp. World of Illusion by the Sega Genesis. Classic. Disney. I didn't know you could play this game as Donald Duck until, well, I played this on Sunday. I was doing some speed running, some casual speed running, nothing serious. Just doing some runs of Streets of Rage 1, did a run of Streets of Rage 2. Master System Marceau mentioned that this is something he wanted to run, and I was like, man, I like that game. I haven't beat it that many times. Let's revisit it. And I thought I'd maybe just put together a little speed run. Then I thought, I'll take my time just a little bit and just do the no-death run, as it's an easy no-death run, but it's a really fun game. I beat it with Mickey, as I always have. I beat the game about 7 times in my life, maybe 6, maybe 8, and I always did it with Mickey. I knew the game was 2-player. Never played it 2-player. But I thought you had to be 2-player to use Donald. I thought second player was the only way to ever use Donald. I started messing around, and I saw that you could select Donald 1 player. Being a guy who loves Quackshot, and being a fan of Donald Duck in general, I am a bigger fan of Donald than I am Mickey. So I thought, let's play this. I hit record, went to attempt the NDR. I quickly discovered that his playthrough is significantly different.
Okay, it's super unnecessary, but whatever.
That is super unnecessary. It's mostly the same, but it does have a good element that is different than the Mickey playthrough, which I thought was really awesome. So naturally, I died, because there was this one spot in particular that I was unaware of where I lost like 12 men. I quickly learned that spot, started over, hit record, and here we are with this no-death run. This game is beautiful. So let's talk about its graphics. I think they're a 5 out of 5. The foreground, the use of foreground imagery, just the colors, the choice of colors is something I really like in certain games.
My full health?
You don't need 256 colors, and this game is proof of it. It looks brilliant. Maybe not my playthrough isn't proof of it, because we're looking at CRT filmed with a cell phone, but go play it for yourself and you'll see what I'm talking about. This game is very, very beautiful. Now, there are games that have better graphics and maybe look a little sharper on both the Super Nintendo and Sega Genesis, but as far as 16-bit goes, you know this is a 16-bit game when you look at it. It looks very, very pretty. I'm giving them a 5 out of 5. Its controls, well, there's very little to critique. They even give you a run action, which I really like, something Castle of Illusion didn't have. In Castle of Illusion, you just sort of had to walk along. In this, you're given the choice of walk and run. It really mixes up the controls and the ability to play or even speed run the game. You want to run nonstop, you go right ahead. I like that they included that. The jumping's all very precise and smooth. Like, I feel like I don't want to give it a 5 because I don't want to just be this generous guy who's just, but I'm calling it as I see it. The hit detection's also very good in this game. The controls are a 5. Like, I never once ever playing this game did I ever felt like something was wrong with the controls or the inputs were delayed. Like, they deserve the 5 out of 5 as much as the graphics deserve a 5 out of 5. So how about the sound? Well, the music is Disney. It's a little childish, but it's good. That first level that I just played through, at the very first part with the big trees, had an exceptionally catchy jingle. The boss fight music we just heard, if you go play for yourself and don't have some asshole talking over it, you'll hear that it is a very good boss song. And we'll get to hear it again, too. I don't know. I don't think this sounds a 5 out of 5, because obviously something like Streets of Rage 2 is a 5 out of 5. But just because this is a different kind of jingle and a different kind of song doesn't mean that it also can't be a 5 out of 5, because its sound effects are also very, very good. I think it deserves it. I do. Even though the game's easy and it's not this like super rewarding experience when you beat it, doesn't mean that its sound isn't a 5 out of 5. And I'm not just doing this to... this is an important part. Why? Because I never played this until this, I lost like 12 men here. You must hold A. This is not super hard, but believe me, if you never played it and you're not holding A, you're going to die here a lot. This part took me by surprise. So you got to hold A, which is the run action. And make sure you jump early as well. You got to jump significantly early over those objects. That's easy, just duck. But with these jumps, they're kind of tricky. I'm not even kidding you. It's low-key tough. If you just try to jump last second, you're going to miss it. You got to like preemptively jump and definitely have the A button held down. It's a short-winded section. It's not like hard or anything, but I'm telling you, I legitly lost about 12 to 15 men. You only get 3 men per continue. So when I got here my first time, I quickly got game over, did it a bunch, lost like 12 men and was like, what's going on? Realized I had to hold A, realized I had to jump ahead of time, even more so than I would have thought.
Okay.
And then it became quickly easy for me. So we're back in the cloud level. I just wanted to talk about that because that's a low-key tough spot for a new player. So hold the A button there or else you're going to have a very, very bad time. But no, the game deserves the 5 out of 5 for sound. It deserves it for the graphics. It deserves it for the controls. Like I said, just because it doesn't have that Yuzo Koshiro music or, F-Zero soundtrack doesn't mean that its music isn't completely fitting for the game. All its sound effects are very crisp and sharp and fit the Disney themed cartoon game here. It deserves that. How does it deserve the fun factor? Well, it's incredibly fun. The only reason it's not going to get a 5 is because it is too easy. I would say the Donald playthrough is probably a tad harder than the Mickey playthrough, but again, I almost wish this game had a hard difficulty. As you can see, I have all those cards at the top. I've racked up this huge health bar of hits that I can take. I wish there was a hard difficulty where it only allowed maybe 3. That would really make the playthrough that much more rewarding. They're like something to be said about tough games. The reason they...
Oh yeah. Got to initiate it.
That's necessary. That boss music is great. Easy ass boss. There he is. He's done. But yes, there is something incredibly rewarding about beating a game that's tough. Not bad hard. There's bad hard and there is good hard. Fuck bad hard. I don't like games that are hard for all the wrong reasons. I like them being hard for all the right reasons. Unfortunately, this game is not hard in the slightest at all. And that is a bit of its downfall. But you do kind of have to consider who this was for. This was not marketed towards my dad, who would rather play Flashback and Out of This World and say Super Monaco GP and Evander Holyfield's Boxing and Road Rash 2. These were the games he looked at and was like, hey, I want Joe Montana, I want Road Rash 2, I want fucking Flashback. He wasn't into Contra, but my uncle was. These were games that grown men wanted to play. This wasn't targeted towards a man in his 30s in 1993, whenever this came out. This was targeted towards children. So, shouldn't kids occasionally get a game that they can possibly get through? It's still going to pose a real challenge to a kid. It is, especially on the younger side too. A teenager is going to beat it up pretty good. But a kid who's 12, 10, 8, they're going to be enwrapped in this game. And truth be told, they're probably going to lose. The shark boss actually poses a bit of a real threat. I remember the first time I beat this game back in 2012, maybe 2011. The shark boss actually caused me to use quite a few continues. I was getting hit a lot in that level. So when I got to the boss, I didn't have that many hit points left remaining. And, well, he came out so quick that he was hitting me a lot. Truth be told, I didn't put my best foot forward back then, and I wasn't near as good of a retro gamer then as I am now. Then I was sort of good at what I wanted to be. And there's a reason I'm good at what I'm good at now is because I want to be.
So you backtrack.
I just quickly mentioned that that's the way Mickey would go. So you got to go there with Donald for him to realize he can't progress. You come back out, and it sucks you back up into a whole Donald exclusive area. There are several Donald exclusive eras. But as I was talking about how this game is targeted towards kids, so just because it's not hard, and it still poses a somewhat challenge, does this game not deserve 5s across the board? Can I really bring its fun factor down to 4.5 just because it's not hard? I don't think that's fair. I think I do need to consider who this was meant for. And it was meant for kids. adults can still enjoy it a lot, which says a lot about it. So I'm going to give it a 5 out of 5 for fun factor as well. I am feeling generous today because I'm in a good mood and had a great day, but I don't think I'm completely out of left field when I'm giving this game 5s across the board. Now, some might say, hey, is that game really a 5 out of 5 overall? Well, yeah, that's the irony, is that if I were to grade this game on like a scale of 1 to 10 or even 5 out of 5, how is it as a whole? Well, I probably wouldn't feel the need to give it a 5. I'd be like, it's a 4, it's good. But individually, the irony is that everything stacks up in its favor. So, like, it's odd that if I were to say, how is that game overall out of 5? I would give it a 4. But individually, the graphics, the sound, controls, and fun factor are all deserving of that 5. So, that's the GamePro Magazine review. We're done.
No. The fuck?
We're still commentating.
Is that a secret?
And I just discovered a secret. There's a lot of holes there that can insta-kill you. I was really happy when I fell in this one and discovered it wasn't one of those. I got myself some extra health. This level's still kind of low-key tough. It's got to kind of take your time. Again, not exactly a speed run. I did beat 2 people, though, in the console version. If you go to speedruns.com, you'll see that this game has an emulation category and a console category. Reason being is that this game loads slower.
Oh, really? Come on.
Between transitions, between bosses, all of that. So they
I disagree
realize
with
that, and there's a lot of this case. Streets of Rage 1 has the exact same thing. And they got to do it because like later versions, like PS2 version, for example, Streets of Rage 1, everything just loads quicker. So they're like emulation, same deal. So, hey, for console, I beat 2 people, whatever. I wasn't aiming to go quick, but it's good enough to submit to a leaderboard. And you know me, I'm willing to add to any leaderboard, whether I'm first, last, or somewhere in the middle. I'm always looking to add to any leaderboard to help those leaderboards grow because I'm all about taking part, whether I win or lose. Shark Boss. I do believe that he is a bull shark, full of bull shark testosterone. It's so catchy.
Oh, that was nice and easy. I did that well.
Yeah, I did do that well. Still took 3 hits. Hey, somebody do a no-hit run of World of Illusion. That would be a little more impressive. Or they could just include it at hard difficulty, like I said, where you'll get 3 hits and 3 hits only. The goldfish do not hurt you. And I remember when I played this, I was like, why are there goldfish? Goldfish aren't in the ocean. That's stupid. Well, how about that? You just jumped out of a fishbowl because you're not in any kind of reality. From swimming around in a world that seems like a big ocean to seeing a big goldfish and thinking, why is there a goldfish in the ocean? To jumping out of the water and jumping out of a fishbowl inside of a bookcase. What is going on? This must be an illusion. And it is. It's the World of Illusion. It's a fun level. What's great about this level specifically, whether you play as Mickey or Donald, there are what you could say choices. And you'll see as I skip an area. I skip an area. You must beat 3 areas within this place. You can jump into this sugar cube, I believe. Sugar cube box. And I think it takes you... I could be wrong about this, by the way. But I believe if you go in there, there will be a certain level. I choose not to go in there. Instead, I take this door up and I do a different part. I could be wrong. Maybe that part takes me to the same part this door does, but regardless, inside this part of the world, you must do 3 areas.
Ah, fuck.
Like the look of those trees. I don't know where we are right now in the game. It's really strange. We have dogs that look like they were made of cards. We have trees that look like they're inside of snow globes. It's an odd area. We got a world of books in the background. It's an odd, short little level. I don't understand it, but I like it. I don't even know how that occurs. I think if you collect enough something, you'll get this screen clearing attack. that I don't know if you can control or can't. So jump in the comments and let me know how you build that up. And can I choose to do that attack? Did I just happen to hit a button both times it's occurred in this run? If so, like, yeah, I'd probably use it more wisely or not at all to speed up the run, because clearly it takes time, right? But I feel like every time it happens to me, it just sort of does it whenever it does it, because I've collected enough, I don't know, cards. Because that's the interesting thing. There's cards, but they don't add to your health bar, though your health bar is cards. What adds to your health bar made of cards is candy. That doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Maybe that should bring the overall rating down to a 4. Because it's stupid. Anyways. A little OEBP reference there for any of y'all who watch certain videos. Anyways, we're jumping into the cookie can now. Now, this level here is in both Mickey's and Donald's, as is that open world that takes you to certain areas. But in those certain areas are exclusive Donald parts. Makes me wonder what happens when you play as both characters. Does it follow Mickey's path or Donald's? Would it follow player 1's path? And if player 1 is Mickey, would it follow Mickey's path? But what if player 1 chose Donald? Oh, I just went cross-eyed. Anyways. Sometimes I think I talk too much for these, but then I realize nobody watches them anyways. They just show up and click like and say, hey man, great video. Or GG's Elf Nerd, another NDR. Or they watch a little bit at the start, or maybe the end. But they don't watch this part where I say, you're all a bunch of douchebags and go fuck yourself and unsub from my channel. And if you did hear that, thanks for watching. Because you're the real fan, the real supporter, and the real deal. I don't know. Like I said, sometimes I think I talk too much over these. It's my favorite part about short games is I don't need to provide commentary the whole time. Do you know what? I'm going to start a tradition. Every time I'm doing commentary, I'm going to take a break to grab water. Let's do that. Don't want my headset to fall though. Oh, it's the awesome music part! Did you hear me screaming? I was like, hey, it's... I'm so annoying. I am unlikable, it's true. Okay, so it's this lady. I don't remember who she is. Who is she? I recognize her. Let me know who she is. I was wondering the other day like crazy, but I didn't know how to Google it because I'm like, who's that lady from fucking World of Illusion? Like, I don't know. I can't remember. She's not the fairy godmother because she's nasty and kind of mean. So yeah, it makes a weird noise there. It almost makes it sound like you die. Like, roo, 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 roo. I believe this is like kind of basically the last level.
Moving on.
It's a sharp looking level too. So this game's got solid level design as well. It does. Like again, it's not hard, so it's not like level design that's really going to push you and challenge you. But it's creative. It's unique and different each level. Like, you know, I haven't done a level yet where I've gone across different weird moving cards and destroying chess pieces. Enemies are also different pretty much throughout the whole game too. So that's kind of cool too, right? Now I kind of want to like just like run the game really, really fast, which would probably only be like 3 minutes quicker, because I'm not really all that fast when it comes to platform games. But like, yeah, like I could speed this shit up, but it might result in a death. But if it's quicker, it's better for the speed run, right? I'm not going to get into comparing speed runs and no death runs. This is not the time or place. They're both awesome. And of course, a really proper, good speed run is going to be a no-death run anyways. Unless you're using glitches, because sometimes glitches will just kill characters. It all depends on the game. Still don't fully understand this part. See, with Mickey, I'm positive with Mickey, if you hit 3, it does it first try. This ain't a bad area to drop, though. Like, it's wasting my time and everything, but you can catch health here, and it'll drop you right back to where you were. With Mickey, you hit the dice number 3, and that will just open the door. So I think I hit it again, all confused. Now, 5 doesn't work, so I'm like, all right, let's stick to all red.
Donald, I swear it's
got lucky.
different.
Hey, what's up with my video here?
No?
Continue watching. That was weird. Apparently my video just paused. Well, it won't when I add this video to the video I'm watching. Because what I basically do is, for some people who wonder, what I do is now, like, the wonders of my shitty editing. Here's the answers. So I record the video, I crop the video, I leave a little extra space to throw in the box art, my thumbnail, and then I upload that unlisted. In this case, I submitted this to speedruns.com without the commentary because it's like, what, they don't really need that, right? So, and also some could say, hey, how did, I had a video once rejected because Castlevania Bloodlines got rejected because they're like, how did you know you were going to know Death Run it? And I was like, because I set out to do that. They're like, but your commentary, it's like you knew everything that was happening. I'm like, yeah, it's post-commentary. They didn't get it, so they didn't approve my Bloodlines run. I don't really care. It's not that fast anyways.
Hey,
I beat like 2 people, but I was like, whatever. You don't want me to join your leaderboard? You're a stupid mod. Fuck yourself, idiot. Most people understand it. Other people have taken my no death runs with post-commentary. They're like, yeah, post-commentary. They understand the idea of adding commentary after the fact. But anyways, because some people, I've had 2 runs rejected because of it. They're like, this is suspect. I don't know how you knew you were going to do what you did. Morons. So now I just submit the video without me here talking to you. They get just the raw video. They'll hear Gaming Steve chit-chat away. I watch the shit. Got my other phone below the phone I'm looking at right now. So I just look at it. I react. I watch it. I record myself reacting and watching. Provide the commentary. It's a passion piece, right? I talk about the games, talk about what I love about them, what I don't love about them. Then I crop little old me and shove me in the top corner or the bottom corner. It all depends where I put the box art and thumbnail. And as you can see, I'm running out of shit to talk about, but hey, that's okay. We're almost done the game anyways. Got about another, what we got, 22:30? We got about 3 minutes before credits roll. Pete, I do have a complaint. This game is too easy, and Pete is too easy. Again, it's for kids, so it's like unfair for me to like critique it, you know? Like honest to God, like it's not fair to bring the fucking fun factor down because it's not hard enough. It's not for adults. It's not. Like again, like my dad wasn't like in 1993, let's get fucking World of Illusion. I'm like 36 or something. I don't know how old he was in 93, but like he wasn't jumping to go fucking buy World of Illusion. You know, it wasn't targeted towards adults. So again, as much as I want to kind of critique Pete being too easy, the game being too easy, it's not for fucking grown-ups. Awesome thing is that I don't know how that hit me, but adults can still really enjoy this game. It's still very much a fun game. Anyone who still has that inner child inside of all of them and, you know, is a Disney kid. I'm not like a Disney kid. There's the conspiracies of people who think Disney's like, whatever. I don't give a shit. Maybe they are, maybe they aren't. But all I know is Disney's still wicked because it's like tied to my childhood. Donald's cool as shit. Yes, I want to continue watching. What is this new feature? Why would it do that? Like, I'm clearly watching. What am I not doing for it to think I'm not watching?
I don't fucking think so.
This is the first time this has ever happened, by the way, and I am going to complain about it. It's paused my video once, and it's like, what do I have to do, like, for it to think? Like, imagine if you're watching a video on Netflix, and it says, are you still watching when you haven't touched that controller or remote after like 5 episodes, or at least 3. I've been watching this shit for 24 minutes, and it's asked me twice, YouTube, what are you doing? Like, I don't know. That's messed up. That is really lazy and stupid of me to do. It didn't even give me health, and it just wasted a whole ton of time. So that was dumb. Yeah, it was safer, but again, Pete's so damn easy that I could have literally just jumped up there, boost damaged, ran through. So that's like when I play this to be faster. Like if I look at, I have the health I have right now. I'm going to boost damage. As long as I get to Pete with 4 hits of health, I should be good. So, yeah. Like, again, if you start going too quick, though, you're going to start taking too many hits. But shit, like, look, there's a piece of health right there. So it's like I'm observing here on how I could speed up a 25.5-minute playthrough to, you know, like fucking 20 easy. So here's Pete. He looks cool. They changed the boss music. That's a complaint. Boss music here kind of sucks compared to all the other boss fights. I don't even know. Like, how many hits did he take? Like 5, maybe?
There we go.
But we already established I can't
no death run
fatigue it for
with
being
Donald
easy.
Duck. Something I haven't seen anybody do in the community anyways. Shout out to 21 Sandwich. I know he's done a no death run a good 1.5, 2 years ago with Mickey. So I didn't even know you could play this game one player with Donald Duck until today. I've beaten this game a good 4 or 5 times in my life, always with Mickey. I'm a bigger fan of Donald, so I knew it's a 2-player game, and I always thought 2-player was the only way for someone to get to use Donald. So I looked, and yeah, something I overlooked. You can play with Donald, and that's fucking awesome because I'm a big fan of Quackshot. And, well, for me, I'd rather play this game as Donald. And it's very neat, too, because beating the game 4, 5... No, I beat it at least 6, 7 times in my life, all with Mickey. So to play with Donald and have several new levels, it definitely makes it a fresh new playthrough. So, yeah, I really enjoyed it. So, hey, there's another no death run on the channel. I doubt it's fast. I'll submit it as a speed run. Maybe I'm faster than somebody. Maybe I'm dead last. But regardless, I had fun. And it's a classic with beautiful graphics.
And thank you for watching.
Thank you for playing. And thank you for watching.
Do you know what I just did? I had a long day. I'm in a good mood, but I had a long day. This was not plugged in to the right phone. I had headphones on the whole time, but I was hearing the music of the game come out of my phone. Which means me recording right here is going to hear the music from the phone right below it. So what am I supposed to do now? Am I supposed to redo this? I enjoyed the commentary that I did. I thought it was this is good enough. This is good enough. Don't really want to redo it. But the problem is now when I add it, what am I going to encounter? Am I going to encounter the fact that I'll have to turn the game audio off of the video I already have done? That's what I'm pretty much going to have to do. And then what? It's going to sound like shit? I'm going to test it and find out. All I know is thanks for watching. And sometimes I feel like post-commentary Steve's not really needed at the end of a playthrough. And yes, after I beat the game, I said a lot of the same things I said at the start of the video, here and now. Because I couldn't help but say them once more. Because sometimes people don't watch the start of videos, and they just skip to the end, so they won't even know that I repeated it. But if you did watch the whole thing, you'll know that I did. And you'll know that I'm a moron who's still wearing headphones that aren't even plugged in. And that I had them plugged into the wrong phone the whole time. Thanks for watching.